In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on September 11, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Tampa Bay Rays versus Philadelphia Phillies. The Philadelphia Phillies are set to take on the Tampa Bay Rays in a crucial Game 3 showdown at Citizens Bank Park on Wednesday, September 11, 2024. With the Phillies coming off a decisive 9-4 win in Game 2, they will look to seal the series with veteran right-hander Zack Wheeler taking the mound. In response, the Rays will counter with their own promising arm, Shane Baz, who has developed a reputation for delivering strong performances on the road. This matchup will be pivotal as both teams push for different goals late in the season. The Phillies have already claimed victory in the first 2 games of the series, widening their lead in the National League East to an impressive 8 games over both the Braves and the Mets. At home, Philadelphia boasts a stellar 49-25 record, while Tampa Bay has struggled slightly on the road, posting a 34-36 mark. Despite dropping the first 2 games, the Rays have remained competitive, putting up solid pitching efforts across the board in recent series. With Baz having shown excellent form over his last 3 starts, Tampa Bay will be hoping to rely on him to change their fortunes. On the other side, Wheeler has been a model of consistency for Philadelphia, allowing 2 earned runs or fewer in 7 consecutive starts and 12 of his last 13 outings. Both starting pitchers are entering this game in great form, but Wheeler has solidified himself as one of the best in the league this season. The Phillies are inching closer to securing a division title, while the Rays seem to be playing like a team whose focus is shifting toward the offseason. Although Shane Baz has had an impressive season, it's difficult to envision the Rays breaking through against Zack Wheeler. Wheeler, who has been one of the top performers in the National League this year, has led the Phillies to victory in 8 of his last 11 starts. With Philadelphia closing in on the National League East crown, this series presents a golden opportunity for them to maintain momentum. As a result, the Philadelphia Phillies to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Historically, the under has hit frequently in situations like this, with the Phillies seeing a 37-27-3 record when favored at home, while the Rays have gone 28-19 when playing as road underdogs. As mentioned, Wheeler's dominance on the mound this season is a significant factor, and although a few Tampa Bay hitters have found some success against him, the sample size is too small to be a cause for concern. The Rays lineup, which slashes .224, .301, and .356 with a 27.5% strikeout rate against right-handed pitchers, is unlikely to pose a major threat to Wheeler. Additionally, Tampa Bay ranks 26th in WOBA and 21st in WRC+, and they average fewer than 4 runs per game on the road. While the Phillies' bullpen may not be elite, they excel in limiting walks, issuing the 4th fewest in MLB, and are tied for the 9th lowest WHIP. Shane Baz, meanwhile, has been impressive, allowing 2 or fewer runs in 6 of his 10 starts, particularly shining in road games. While the Phillies possess a dangerous lineup, they have only managed 3 total runs in their last 2 outings and have never faced Baz before. Should Baz get off to a strong start, it could be difficult for the Phillies to build a big lead, especially with Tampa Bay's bullpen performing at an elite level in the second half of the season. The Rays relievers lead the league in earned run average, rank 5th in KBB %, and are 10th in WR since the All-Star break. Taking all factors into account, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Braves versus Washington Nationals. A brief 2-game series in the National League East concludes on Wednesday, with the Atlanta Braves facing off against the Washington Nationals. The first matchup took place on Tuesday. The Braves recently played a makeup game against the Cincinnati Reds, falling short at home in a narrow 1-0 loss. Meanwhile, the Nationals wrapped up a 4-game series against the Pittsburgh Pirates, splitting the series 2-2. In their head-to-head battles this season, Washington holds a surprising 7-4 advantage over for Atlanta. These two teams are moving in very different directions. The Braves are urgently fighting to secure a spot in the postseason as their playoff hopes are slipping away, while the Nationals are focused on giving their younger players more experience to build toward the future. For Atlanta, every game is critical as they sit just one game behind the New York Mets for the final playoff berth. The Braves' pitching has been solid, but their offense has struggled to perform at the level needed to win consistently. However, this game offers a favorable opportunity for the Braves to bounce back, as Washington will be sending Jake Irvin to the mound. Although Irvin is one of the better pitchers on a struggling Nationals team, it hasn't made much difference in their results. The Nationals have lost the last 3 games Irvin has started, and his pitching has been a key reason for these defeats, as he's allowed a total of 15 runs over his last 5 outings. In contrast, Atlanta will turn to Max Fried, who not only boasts a lower earned run average than Irvin but has also allowed significantly fewer home runs, just 12 compared to Irvin's 26, with both pitchers having started in over 25 games this season. The Braves delivered a commanding victory in Tuesday's series opener and remain deeply involved in the race for the final National League wild card spot. Atlanta has performed decently on the road, compiling a 39-35 away record, while Washington has struggled at home, posting a 32-38 record at Nationals Park. Washington's starting pitcher, Jake Irvin, has been particularly ineffective in his last 2 starts, whereas Max Fried, while inconsistent at times, has shown signs of improvement in recent outings. Given that Atlanta has much more at stake in this contest and Irvin's recent poor form, the Braves are in a strong position to capitalize on this matchup. Ultimately, Atlanta is the only team with real postseason aspirations on the line, and this sense of urgency was evident in their dominant win on Tuesday, which allowed them to draw even with the Mets for the final wild card spot. Jake Irvin has struggled mightily over the past month, and it's likely that Atlanta will take advantage of his weaknesses early and often in this game. The Braves are in need of every win they can get and will be looking to assert their dominance over the Nationals in this contest, making the Atlanta Braves moneyline our full game side pick. Both teams will send starting pitchers who are part of their original Day 1 rotations, which should have a significant impact on the game, especially as both lineups have been impacted by either injuries or a focus on younger players. The Braves have been hampered by injuries all season, with Ronald Acuna Jr.'s long absence still being felt. Atlanta has increasingly relied on its pitching to win games, as their offense, historically strong, has underperformed this year. Currently ranked 18th in the league in run production, the Braves' offensive struggles have been evident. Washington's situation is even worse as they rank 23rd in run production. And while they've had some success with their younger prospects, the inexperience has often shown. This inexperience will likely be exposed by Max Fried, who is coming off a stellar performance, having thrown 7 scoreless innings in his last start. Given that the Braves have gone under the total in 8 of their last 9 games, this trend is likely to continue. Expect a low-scoring affair in this game, with runs being hard to come by, making under the projected total our full game total pick. Kansas City Royals versus New York Yankees. The Kansas City Royals head back to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York, for the concluding game of their series against the New York Yankees. This season, the Royals hold a respectable second-place position in the American League Central with an overall record of 80-66. On the other hand, the Yankees, who lead the American League East, boast a stronger record of 83-62. Throughout the season, the Yankees have managed to edge out the Royals, holding a 4-2 advantage in their head-to-head matchups. Kansas City's pitcher Ragans struggled in his August 31st start against the Houston Astros, allowing 5 earned runs over 5 innings. However, in his other 2 recent starts, Ragans has been more effective, posting a 1-0 record while giving up just 1 earned run across 10 innings. As for New York's pitcher Gill, he is coming off a solid outing in which he pitched 6 scoreless innings in a victory over the Chicago Cubs. However, prior to that, Gill had a rough performance, surrendering 7 earned runs over 7 innings. In Tuesday's matchup, the Royals delivered a solid all-around performance. They effectively utilized only 2 relievers from the bullpen, and their 11 hits were well distributed throughout the batting order. With this strong showing, Kansas City secured a win, and they appear poised for another successful outing. Ragans enters the game with a solid 3.33 earned run average, and in his last start, he didn't allow a single run. The Yankees' offense struggled to generate any runs on Tuesday, and it wouldn't be surprising to see a similar outcome here. While Kansas City may not dominate offensively, they should be able to score just enough off Gill to secure another win. For this reason, the Kansas City Royals money line is our full game side pick. Both Ragans and Gill have been performing well lately, with each pitcher coming off scoreless starts. Additionally, both pitchers have low expected earned run averages, and the opposing lineups have little experience against them. The Yankees have historically struggled more against left-handed pitchers, and the Royals tend to score fewer runs on the road, averaging 0.6 fewer runs per game away from Kauffman Stadium. Despite the Yankees' powerful lineup, their high strikeout rate against southpaws is a concern, especially when facing a pitcher of Ragans' caliber. While the Royals may have the edge in this matchup, it's unlikely that they will tally 5 or more runs against Gill, who has consistently held 20 of his 25 opponents to 3 or fewer runs. Looking at recent trends, the Royals have an over-under record of 2-7-1 in their last 10 games, and they have gone 1-4 in their last 5. The Yankees, when facing left-handed pitchers at home, have only managed a .227 batting average this season. Additionally, the Royals have seen their road batting average dip to .233 when facing right-handed pitchers. In road games this season where the series is tied 1-1, Kansas City has an over-under record of 0-6-1. Given the Royals' strong pitching performances of late and the Yankees' struggles against lefties, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.